Okay, so I just finished up watching Griffwood Post, America the Exceptional. As a Columbia student with actually similar dormitories, similar backgrounds, I'm going to go ahead and respond to it. I'd like to actually note a lot of the things that he actually said in that are pretty accurate. Personally, I'm a political theory major at Columbia University. I've seen the world. I'm with the general school, the general studies school. So I am not your traditional student. I'm not one of these kids that came from a well-to-do family. In fact, to this day, it's questionable whether or not my father is literate. So really, I guess the major point that I want to address that he's actually speaking on is the idea that children aren't educated in the sense that national pride is a positive thing. Now, I'm not saying nationalism, going out wearing your flag, running around saying that America is the best and bashing everybody over the head with the idea that their country can never stand up to the morals and achievements that America has accomplished, because it's not true. At any point, any country could step up and do some of the amazing things that America has been able to do. Now, whether you like capitalism or not, whether you like the current standing, whether you enjoy the politics of America, that's all secondary to the fact that what America has done has become a world police state, which is true. And because of that, we've opened ourselves up to a tremendous amount of hate and for the opportunity to be pushed into apologies to other countries that actually receive a lot of our aid. One thing I found incredibly funny that Griffwood posts is he talks about how all of these countries condemn what America does to terror suspects in places like Guantanamo Bay or any of our other detention centers. It's true. He's 100% accurate. These other countries are going out and doing things that are 100% more deplorable than what we're doing. I mean, you look at some other countries he addresses, China and Russia, and it's really funny that we don't ever hear about terror suspects in those countries because they're never talked about. The government actually takes such an iron-fisted approach to it that it's not even published. It's not even an issue for them. It's something that the idea of hearing about terrorist rights in countries like that it's laughable. To be completely fair, it's laughable. Now, as a political theorist, I've had to study Plato, which I'm going to grab something real quick here, which is a book that I think everyone should actually read. If you ever are super curious about why America has fallen, Plato's Republic, more specifically the final chapters regarding how the Republic will fall. It's a miseducation of the higher-ups. It's a miseducation of what Plato refers to as the guardians. And as a student at Columbia, as someone that I suppose would be categorized in upper level of intelligence or intellect or schooling or however you want to put it, personally I consider myself relatively run-of-the-mill. I just know how to put two and two together. It's the miseducation of that upper echelon of people that are deemed worthy to control and to participate in higher levels of governing and really, as the name implies, guard those who aren't. Guard those who are less fortunate, less intelligent, less ambitious, less everything. They are more geared towards, I don't know, non-political things. I mean, it's not an insult. I mean, I come from a family of construction workers. I come from a family of laborers, my mother, my father, my grandparents. And I think that their trade is far more honest than anything I could ever do with a degree. They are more real. They're more well-rounded, I think, overall. And I think it comes from the refusal to accept the bullshit. And what I mean by that is, here more than anywhere else, I agree with Griffwood. It's pretty crazy, some of the diluted concepts that are taught at this school. And it's not the school as a whole, it's individual professors that actually have control of their curriculum. And I feel like to blame an institution is easy. Just like it's easy to blame America and to hate America, it's really easy. But to turn around and not take ownership of it, I think is, I'm not going to lie, is a little cowardice. We all as people need to take ownership of what we accept, what we allow, what we create and what we allow to be created. And I feel like this institution has been geared towards a particular view. And most people, including Griffwood, would probably consider this school left, to be considered liberal. And I find both of those terms ridiculous. Left, liberal, right, conservative. Most people on here would probably consider me conservative. I believe in fiscal responsibility. I believe in diminishing foreign aid. I believe in a strong military presence. I believe in the right to bear arms entirely. I actually, kind of around my room here, some of the targets have shot up, and I'm particularly proud of. I'm a gun owner. I'm a gun enthusiast. But here's the real tricky part. This is where it gets me really upset. You're going to call me a conservative because of those things. What you're failing to realize is there's more depth to a human being and their beliefs than a single word created by CNN, Fox News, or MSNBC could ever encapsulate. So, to put it plainly, I support gay marriage. 100%. I think if the gay and lesbian community want to get married, go for it. I feel like there's no reason. I'm a Christian, but no one's telling me that I have to get married to a man. No one's telling my wife that she has to get married to a woman. And to say that you can't, that's just kind of ignorant and counter to what America stands for, I think. Because I think America does stand for the idea that everyone has the right for happiness. Everyone has the right to pursue that. But for some reason, this concept of conservatism has become equivalent to social oppression. And now what's really good is I feel, as a gun owner, I support mental health checks. I don't think crazies should own guns, which I think is a relatively fair idea, and surprisingly was completely argued against by many, many gun owners. Maybe they feel like they're not going to pass. But no, the idea that my right could be stripped away because of someone else's fear or misunderstanding puts me in a strangely similar, and I'm not saying I understand it 100%, so please don't say that I'm drawing a direct parallel between the two, but I can kind of understand why there's such a huge aggression about the homosexual marriage equality. The idea that one individual or one group of individuals, whether it be a church group, whether it be a group of moms, whether it be, I don't know, a group of businessmen, being able to determine what someone can or can't do in their own personal life and with their free time or with their own money or with their own time, with their own life, is ridiculous. And I think the idea of America is what I hold the most valued. And I think that Griffwood might agree with this, but the idea of America is what makes it great. The idea of America is what makes it the best place on earth. Hands down. The idea of what America could be, more than anywhere else, makes it just, it has the most potential. It's like Legos. America is the Legos of countries. It might be a mess right now, which it is. Our political system is completely in disarray. And anyone that likes to think that Obama, McCain, or anyone that's run in the past 30 years, if you really think it would have mattered who got in, I feel like you're a little bit delusional. Our government process is going down a road that it's going to just go down no matter who's in office. Might look a little different. It might come packaged a little differently. But at the end of the day, really, do you think the American government system really cares whether or not your life is 5% better or 50% better? Because, I mean, at the end of the day, all they really care about is votes. And if they're going to get in next time. So they are going to America smash, like Griffwood said. Why? Because so many people are unhappy with what America is and are ignoring what America should be or could be. It's really, really easy to just hate and get aggravated and be upset and declare yourself right, left, center, because I'm with these people, I'm with those people. I'm white. I am a white American male. I do not identify with any group. Why? Because my opinions are different. Do I vote a party line ever? No. That's ridiculous. Do I vote unilaterally for any particular cause? No, that's ridiculous. To blindly follow one organization or group is foolish, and that's what's ruined America. America is bad right now, only because of how good it should be. It's like if you get a cake and it's salty. It's a bad cake, but it's still cake, and it's better than what a lot of people have. So I think people just need to remember that. And Griffwood, you know, I support your video, man. Hope you keep coming out with them. It's really good to hear like-minded opinions and views from fellow students here at Columbia. And I hope you have a good one, man. And to the internet world, salute.